Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of Hum Tum and AI. Myself Kaumudi Vaidya from Bharat CXO. We have a special guest with us today, Mr. Vaibhav Mandrawadker. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, hi Kumudi. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
Perfect. So, Mr. Vaibhav is a seasoned digital IT professional with more than 26 years of diverse experience, including extended assignments in Canada, the UK, and the USA. Most recently served as the technical program head at Tech Mahindra Limited, leading large-scale digital transformation initiatives. Currently developing data-centric SaaS solutions using GenAI, LLM, and NLP, possesses deep expertise in cutting-edge technologies, including GenAI, Microsoft platforms, mobile applications, and open source solutions. It's so nice to hear about you, sir.
Likewise, Kumudi. So first of all, thank you for inviting me on this panel and in this discussion. So looking forward for a good discussion.
Perfect. So we will just start with our Hum Tum and AI interview session. So firstly, I would like to ask you, what is your opinion on AI?
So AI, if you ask me, Kumudi, I would say AI for me is applied innovation, right? Now, what it means is if you really understand, AI is surely changing the way we work. It is basically changing the status quo, right? It is in and out of our life. It should become, and it has started becoming in our personal life as well. So whether what we think, the way we work, the way we predict. So I would say AI is going to come in our day-to-day life, and which has already started kind of affecting us in a positive way.
Perfect, sir. Have you ever implemented AI?
Yes. I am fortunate enough, Kumudi, in my past experience, in the recent past experience, I have implemented AI. Couple of few solutions also I have implemented. Using whether it is generative AI powered by NLP, LLM, I also did predictive forecasting, which is another interesting thing where the C executives are more interested to know. So having the data as a center object, what are all we can do with the power of data using AI, right? At the end of the day, data is the underlying base for any AI. So yes, I have.
Perfect answer, sir. How many people are using AI in your team?
So in total, if you see, I work for a company called TechJar Technologies, which is almost 100 people company. We are across Mumbai and Pune. Out of 100 people, I really feel very proud to say that around 75% are all using AI. And it is needless to say, one is obviously the development team, which is already by heart, they have started making it as a DNA, as a part of their day-to-day routine. Apart from that, the support functions also, right? So we started getting in that culture of having AI, training them on AI, trying to maybe whether I can give a couple of examples. So whether it can be presentation creations, it can be email writing, email softening, whether it can be contract creations, right? So it's a very amazing accelerator solution which is available for every department of a company.
Absolutely, sir. What role do you think AI will play in your industry in the next few years?
Excellent question, Kumudi. So I think see, AI will become the backbone for any industry, right? Any project, any geography, honestly, right? The best part of the AI, which I like, is it will give you the best of the best answer as compared to the other search engine, right? So typically you tend to spend more time in trying to find out what exactly I'm searching for. Is this the right answer, right? That's the best part which I like about AI, that it gives very specific answer. That's one. And secondly, see, having said that, what I still feel that AI still have little more way to go in terms of the overall maturity, whether it is the security level, whether it is the putting the guardrails where the AI should stop, right? So yeah, I mean that's what I would say. But yeah, AI across whether it is the service industry, whether it is the product industry, whether it is a creative field, whether it is the pharma. See, honestly, Kumudi, we are already serving various customers in BFSI segment, in manufacturing industry, as well as in pharmaceutical. So in each and every space, I started seeing the real benefits of AI.
Almost every field, in every industry.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Can you share a story about a successful AI project in your organization and what exactly made it work?
Absolutely. I think that's a real fantastic question, Kumudi. See, couple of things. Okay, I'll go very specific now. So first and foremost is we have our own flagship product called Vocalytics, and what it does is take an example of a manufacturing industry where we have a welding machine, and using that welding machine, it is actually welding their jobs, right? So this concept, obviously, of getting the real-time data is more from the IIoT, Industry 4.0. What we are trying to do now is how can we take the data, we store the data. Obviously, using that data, we do visual analytics, the data analytics and all that. But how can I do predictive analytics? I train my algorithm. I make sure that I get a prediction of how much current, how much voltage, how much temperature I am predicting for next maybe 3 months, 6 months, or whatever duration, based on the maximum data I feed into my AI algorithms, right? That is one classic example. Second, I would quickly say is which is we call it as a intelligent bot solution, which is again using AI. So take an example of a customer service, right? And just now I finished a call with one of the customer where the customer is into a reality industry, right? Developers, which are the builders and all. They wanted a bot which is a complete conversational bot. The bot is trained, completely trained on their flats, their geography, their features, their entire Q&A is trained onto the bot. Now a customer comes in. And if suppose you are a bot, assume, and I start conversing with you, hey, hi Kumudi, how are you doing? So proper in Indian English, or it can be in Hindi, it can be in Marathi, you will reply me back, I'm doing good, Vaibhav. How are you? So
Wow.
that's the level of maturity it has gone completely due to AI. And one last case study, Kamudi, is take an example where, and it is relevant to your industry. So take an example where there is a content writing. So any top big Fortune 500, they have a big content team, right? So what they will do, they will decide a topic, they will start generating the blog, they will start editing it, then they will start reviewing first review. Finally, they will create video and then they will start posting one by one to all social media, which is a corporate social media handle. What we did is, Kumudi, we created a solution using AI. Now, you have to just give me the topic for which you want AI to write a complete content. Quickly, you will get it. You go ahead, you edit it, you just say review, send it for final review. That review can be needed or it may not be needed based on your company approval, right? Assume if it is not needed, directly on a click, you actually get beautiful images, HD images. You quickly review it, which are related, okay? And generate video. A complete video, beautiful video will be generated based on your topic and your content. And the last part, after all this, we have a button where you can just post it to the entire social media for your corporate handle. Now you
Wow.
tell me, if I want to do this generally, it will take say 6 hours, 8 hours.
Mhm.
This will be in 20 to 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
And with the best English, best accuracy, best tone, the videos can be edited all in one platform, by the way. You can
Wow.
edit the videos, make it very polished. You can add your banner, logo, images, and all. Everything ready in 30 minutes and post.
Wow.
So that's the power, right,
Yes,
Kumudi?
yes. And everything is
I'll
just
take
a
it over.
click away. Everything will be just a click
Absolutely.
away. Yes,
So
yes.
you focus purely on the core business, and technology will be a super accelerator or a hyper accelerator for you to achieve your goals. Make
Hmm.
sense?
Absolutely, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I think
that's the
that's the
power of AI.
future. That's the power of it. That's the future
Absolutely.
of AI. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And
Interesting.
one last example, Kohli, I can't stop. Very
Please,
last
please.
example.
Yeah, yeah.
So now it has started picking up really well, where a complete bot is taking your interview.
Wow.
And very interesting. So, starting the end-to-end cycle, whether it is the JD creation, whether it is the resume matching, whether it is scheduling interview, and finally the candidate giving an interview with a bot,
Hmm.
proper interaction, and finally you get a beautiful summary report,
Hmm.
whether he's passed or whether he's failed. And just to tell you final stats, Kumudi, we tried this for one of the rather few customers, of course, but one of the customer, particularly I would like to tell, we did 15 people physical interview, 15 people, same 15 people with the bot interview. The accuracy was 82%
Oh my God.
on the result, right?
Yes.
So that's the interesting thing which is happening in the industry.
What beautiful cases you have mentioned. Very nice.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
absolutely.
Yeah. So, nextly, I would like to ask you now, like there are two sides of a coin. So there are opportunities as well as challenges. So what
Yeah.
challenges does your industry face when using AI?
Absolutely. I think this is also another interesting question, Kumudi. See, a couple of things I would say, right? See, first and foremost is one, the tech team, tech industry, particularly, right? They honestly, I remember my old days because I think in my introduction you covered already that I am having 26 years of experience, right? So I started off way back where our core concepts of technology, the framework, the design patterns, the scalability, architecture were really firm, very robust. But unfortunately, that's the side effect of AI, where it's all in a black box,
Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
You need to just know how to use that in typical words we say, right? So you have an Aladdin ka chirag, you just hit it and you get an output.
Yes.
Honestly, there are side effects of that. So you don't know inside what is the core engine which is built, right? So that's one part where I would say that developers, and I keep educating my team also, that use AI as a accelerator, but don't go as a complete whole and soul solution provider. You're
Hmm.
getting, so there is a difference, right? Accelerators are just for me to do my job more efficiently.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Whereas if I want a complete solution to be given by AI, that as of now, at least I don't think that is happening, right? So that's one challenge basically that developers, kind of the new Gen Z and all, right? You're also a part of that. They unfortunately are getting too much of dependent on the AI tools which are available. And I'm sure that also will evolve over a period of time when they will realize the point, right? That's one. Secondly, again, as I said, the guardrails, Kumudi, right? That AI sky is the limit.
Yes.
So if there are positive sides, obviously there are negative sides as well.
Yes.
So putting a governance, putting a SOP, right? Putting a proper structure and format, that is a responsibility of each company. And we also do before we go to production, before we go to customer deliveries to ensure that it is in the given right boundaries.
Hmm.
Right. And last point, which I remember, that see, generally what happens is, Kumudi, majority of the LLMs which are coming in, the AI models, those are on cloud.
Hmm.
But many customers, particularly BFSI customer, pharma customer, they are
Hmm.
insisting very clearly, we want on-prem, we want on our data centers. That space is, I would say, people have to start focusing on that as well, so that we give more data privacy, we give more privacy to the data which is very confidential for the respective customers.
Absolutely.
So few areas are there which has to be improved,
You just
right?
touched every on point, like all the challenges.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah.
Correct.